Come on, internet.
Big bucks, no whammies.
I think we're in.
We're in.
Now, did you set the... Can everybody hear us?
You should be able to.
Well, I don't know. You hooked it up, so...
Yeah, there are some times that I hook it up and it doesn't work
who
right.
we got? That guy. Lori's World. Lori, I really do super appreciate you watching like all of our videos. I think we got like over 200 watch hours.
And we do appreciate that very much.
Something like that. It was a lot. Oh, Lori says she can hear.
You can hear us? Good.
Good, you actually did something right.
Yay, me.
Shocker.
Oh,
we got Danny in here.
Cajun hydroponics. Boy. Oh.
I didn't even know if we was even going to be able to come up because our internet, it ran for days. We appreciate it. I mean, it really did make a huge difference.
Yeah, it did. We do appreciate it very much, Lori. Thank you.
Yeah, because we're not even halfway there. We're not even halfway.
Oh, you like that, Danny? You like that one? Hey, go check out his channel. It's that Cajun guy.
He's a weirdo.
That's right.
Good guy, though.
Well, pow!
At our house, you were known as the Cajun guy.
Cajun guy.
So I'll boom. That's whenever we say Danny or whatever, she's like, who?
Who?
And it's like the Cajun guy. And she's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, the Cajun guy. Why don't you just say the Cajun guy?
Yeah.
But it has been busy and it's been...
Ooh, I don't know. Our internet is
like barely in and out.
Yeah, look, see it.
Oh, yeah.
Whoop. I don't know. I don't know if are we freezing on your guys' side? Because our internet little light thing is like
just barely on.
Yeah. The internet has been awful for us. We like legit. Oh goodness. Woo. Took me out to dinner and I got heartburn. Trying to kill me. Our internet has been so bad that like to upload a video, if it's over 5 minutes, I have to go to town, get it uploaded, which, I mean, at least I get Starbucks, but like there's a parking spot now at Starbucks that I'm literally calling my office. It's like, there's my office.
Here we go through the drive-thru and you go, hey, look, there's my office. Hey, wait a minute. Somebody's in my cubicle.
Yeah, somebody's in my cubicle. What are they doing there?
They're not supposed to be there.
But there's this parking spot that it's like right by, like if you go out front, the signal's weaker, but like in the one that I go to, if you park out front, the signal's super weak. But if you go and you park right to the side and you get that first spot right there at the drive-thru, you get a good signal. So that's my cubicle.
Maybe we should go to your cubicle and do live.
We probably should.
Oh, shoot.
Danny says there's no freezing. That's good.
That's important. I'll tell you what, we have been blessed by the wood chip truck. Wow. Blessed enough, I put a great big sign out that says, no more chips, please. Thank you.
It has become a daily thing. I would say right around 8:30. I hear beep, beep, beep. And here they come, backing up with more wood chips.
I think we got a plenty.
We have mounds and mounds and mounds of wood chips now.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to be able to make some killer compost, I hope.
I'll bet there's 18 loads out there. I'll bet there's that many.
Think so?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I know we used 2 loads just to do our... the front part of our garden.
Yeah. Yeah, the front garden was, two basically dump truck loads. I mean, they're huge.
Yeah. And they just keep on coming. Yeah. And the bad part about it is there's so much to do in our area because I don't know if anybody has watched, but we had another tornado come through. So our area is just an absolute mess.
Oh, it is. It's there's. I can't imagine anybody making money off firewood this year.
Oh no,
Not around here anyway.
because it's going to be free. Take it,
Yeah,
all over.
come get it. You can have it. I don't know. We probably still got. I'm gonna say about 12 trees. 2 of them are pretty good size, but there's probably 12 trees that are still down out in the field. H Farmer, buddy, how are you?
Yeah, that's the part that's just in the field. That's not even counting. We have a cottonwood tree that is, I don't even know how big would you say that is?
It's well over 100 foot. I mean,
no, I mean like this.
Big around. If it's laying on the ground on the side, it's probably 3.5, 4 feet.
Oh, I was gonna say it's gotta be 4.5 feet.
It's big.
I mean, it is just massive.
Yeah, and everything in its path, because it's on the side of our property line, like right on the edge of the fence in the beginning part of the woods.
On the side where the tornado come through. So when it went down, it just took. Yeah. It took so much down after.
It cleared the way.
Yeah.
For everything. And we talked about a couple of years ago, we had a guy come out and said he would buy it and haul it out of there. And then I never followed through with that.
Well, but he wanted to buy it for like $2.50.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm exaggerating a little bit, but he wouldn't want to spend much money for it. And it was like, seriously, by the time, if we would have cut it down, split it up, and sold it for firewood, we would have made 10 times the amount that he wanted. Yeah. And he wasn't even going to do the cleanup.
No.
He's just going to cut it and haul it.
Take the log out and haul it.
But which means the whole top would have just been, which I guess the whole top is.
Out in the edge of the field now, because it made it all the way to the field.
So I don't know.
Yeah,
it is what it is now, I guess.
There's a lot of ash trees, hickory and oak that's down along this one side. So, but that'll get cleaned up. We'll get there.
Emerald ash borer killing trees here. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Same
ash
thing.
Ash borers came through here too.
Yep. Same thing.
So imagine having what ash trees we did have. Most of them were standing dead. They ain't standing dead no more. Now they're blown over dead.
Yeah, we can't even get back in the front part of the woods now. I have not even went down there to see if my tree stands made it through the storm. I have not. I ain't even been down there. I can just see it from up here, how many are across like the paths and everything. It's like, I'm not even going back there. Don't need to know right now. So,
and you look up, like, try to look across, and you can just see the tops are all. It's
a mess.
Yeah, it would take years.
Yeah,
years to clean it up.
Yeah.
So, my thought is we need to use that to our advantage, and hopefully get a wood burner this year.
Yeah. Hopefully we're going to get our outdoor wood burner this year and capitalize on all this firewood that we have laying everywhere.
I was actually wanting to do a fireplace, but he won the argument. So, yeah.
I mean, they both have their pros and cons. Like, you know, the pros and cons of the outdoor wood burner is it's outside, no mess inside. Once a day. The indoor or the fireplace, I guess you could cook on that. Power goes out. You can still heat the house. They both have pros and cons. They really do. But I think the outdoor wood burner is going to be cheaper.
And that is the major pro. And one of the reasons he's kind of winning the argument.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I would go with fireplace just because of the fact I would be able to cook on it. If there's a power outage, I still have heat, everything else. So
yes.
I don't know. I still think a fireplace is better. Yep.
We'll get out there and we'll get started laying mortar and brick and.
Yeah.
In our spare time.
hour spare time,
I can't say
I
I've
will
done
trade
anything.
you. I will trade
I
you.
bet you would.
Please let me. Please trade me.
She's been doing a lot. She really has. She's been carrying this whole place. So, yeah, she's been working a lot here. I can't say anything because I really haven't done much. Yeah.
Yeah, so shouldn't my vote count as like a 2-to-1 vote?
2-to-1 vote? Nah. I think you need rabbit. Oh, I'll tell you what. No rabbits.
That one's got to go up.
Not right now, anyway. There's a couple other things that's got to happen here pretty soon. So.
More fencing, more building.
Yeah.
We have so much. Like, I got fence I got to get up. I've got trees I got to get out of the way so that I can get fence up.
Mm-hmm.
I've got we got a old shed that I'm going to convert into a bigger chicken house. So I got that I got to do. I got chicken yards that I need to build because I'm doing one on each side.
Mm-hmm.
I got the bin. Well, we got the bin because I definitely need help on that one.
Yep, the grain bin top.
And the barn.
Yeah.
And is that it?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, my greenhouse.
Greenhouse. We got to do the greenhouse.
Yeah.
My H farmer. Like Kenny said, the house, one in the house would be good for power outage. And it really would, but we do have a generator, so I'm going to put a disconnect out on the pole so it'll run, power the whole house.
Yeah, but I can't cook on it.
No, you can't cook on it.
If I had a fireplace, I could cook on it.
I'll just bring the gas grill in the house.
Kenny, we know you do all the work. It's all in the videos. Angie just talks and you do the work.
I can't even keep a straight face with that because I know better than that. She's been doing everything here lately. I'll tell you what. I mean,
there's a reason we don't have video. We haven't been putting out videos. It's because I can't talk and work at the same time. So, yeah.
you need to get the drone fired up and just hover over you while you're working, and you can just talk and.
Because I could figure out how to do that. Gross Mania Homestead. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you.
Thanks for coming in. Les, how are you, buddy?
Oh, looky there. Les from Lone Star Pioneering.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like at your place, Danny, Occasion Hydroponics. We know Sheena's out there running the wire, putting the breaker panels in. She's getting the automation set up. She's doing all that.
Yep. You got Sheena and little dude out there.
Yeah. Yep. That's what it is. I want a fireplace too. Well,
see, there's another vote for a fireplace. See, yeah, you have IP. I've got Gossmania.
Gossmania. It's IH farmer. Yeah.
Was I?
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
So what did I say?
IP Farms. You're thinking Nelson.
Oh. Yeah.
Well, we were shocked today. Today it did not rain.
Actually, it did.
It didn't rain for more than 30 minutes, so I'm not calling that a real rain.
That's true.
Because it rained for days.
And we go from it's either raining like constantly or it's 500 degrees out.
Mm-hmm.
It's like today, I'm walking around in a sweatshirt.
Yep.
In June.
61 degrees today or whatever it is.
And it's like you don't get to walk around with a sweatshirt on in June.
Mm-mm.
I mean, it was like kind of chilly. Nah.
He's really a tomato set. There you go. Chew chow. Whatever pushes the product, right? But yeah, and then Tuesday, did you see the weather for Tuesday? Monday, Tuesday.
No,
100 degrees.
of course.
100, 60 to 100.
I'm telling you, it goes from one to the other. It goes for me. It's either raining constantly or we're walking on the sun. There's legit no in between.
The organized pineapple. How are you? Thanks for coming in.
You bragging 61. It was 97 here today.
Hi, Carla. How are you?
We're going back and forth. We're going from mountain air to Danny air.
Yeah.
And there's like, where's our Midwest weather? We're supposed to be like in between, and we're not hitting in between. We're going here, there, here, there.
Yep.
We hit 1,000 today.
We hit 1,000 a day. I bet it feels like 1,000,000 degrees down there. I bet it does.
Well, we've got a video coming out. I think it's tomorrow. Got a video coming out tomorrow, and I was working, and I was leaking leaking bad.
Yep. I call that when I get out there and get to sweating. I call it sweating gravy because that's really the way it feels.
Oh, look, Carla came in.
Yeah, that's what I said. Hello to her.
Oh, well, I didn't see her. Hi, Carla. Everybody's sneaking in on me.
Deborah, how are you?
Hi, Deborah. How you doing? Organized by. No, sorry, you must be in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, he's in Texas.
He's in Texas. Yeah. It's probably 1,000 degrees down there, Danny, isn't it? I'm sure it is.
Yeah, but see, them Southern people are used to that heat.
It's just common.
Yeah, that's what they do.
We've been to Texas one time, and it was a layover on the way back from Vegas. And I'll tell you what,
It was like breathing fumes. The humidity was so bad. We stepped outside, and it was just like we just walked into a wall of fire. Because I don't even know. It was like it. Well,
it's in March.
Yeah, it was March, the end of March, and I'm not kidding. As soon as those doors open and you broke that AC, oh,
like breathing water. Yeah. Humidity, yep, 100, 1,000. Oh yeah, I'll bet it's cooking there. Were you used to this hot weather? Why don't you come up here?
Yeah, he don't get to complain because those Southern people, they're bred for that.
That's right. Especially south of I-10. Yeah, feels like 1,000.
Handle the heat, but we don't see temps usually till. Now, see, by July, August, it's more humidity here. I can handle heat. Heat, I'm fine with. Humidity's awful. But going from like today, where you're like in the 60s to 90s, that's where I don't do good. Because it's like, we're Midwesterns, so we got, our blood's still thick from.
Oh yeah.
Our blood thickens up through the winter. So, I still have my winter fat. That's how cold it's been. And it's not staying hot enough to melt my fat off.
South of I-10. But yeah, I won't stay on the weather. Our weather's been nuts. It has been. You're in South Florida.
Deborah, South Florida. I can't imagine. We've been went to Disney was it last summer? Was it last summer that the whole CVID that you can't talk about?
Yeah, that was part of it.
Or was it the year before?
We went 2 times. We went the year before when everything was shut down.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about when it was like, what was that?
I don't know. I think we're still there.
Are you sure?
I don't know. Yeah, we're still there. But yeah, we went down there. Fort Myers. That's probably been 3 years ago. We went to Fort Myers. Yeah. We went to Orlando. I don't know how many times last year, and it was cooking. It's always cooking.
Carla, winter's easier to handle. You can bundle up and build fires, but with heat, you can only get so naked. I am the opposite. I can do better in the heat than I can in the cold.
Yes.
When I get cold, you get cold all the way down to your bones, and it doesn't matter how much you bundle up.
Yes.
Cold hurts.
Cold hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Homestead Aquarius. What's up, Robert?
You know what? This year too. Yeah, we were talking about in like the summer. We went. Yeah. I don't know. We haven't. We went March.
We went in March.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went in January and March.
Yep.
Yeah.
Les says it's too hot and no rain in the forecast.
Mm.
Yeah, you guys are kind of looking at a drought-ish kind of weather, aren't you?
Yeah, it's been warm.
Oh, we held him up from going to town.
Hey, Robert, if you're going to town, can you get us some coffee? We're about out.
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
We
Thank
forgot
you.
to grab that.
While you're in town, grab us some coffee.
I probably get some decaf.
Yeah.
Get us about a half and half. You can get
Half
us
and half,
regular
Lynn.
and yeah.
Going old school tomorrow. Firing up the coffee pot.
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
See, I like the weekends because he makes coffee.
I do make coffee on the weekends.
Because it is biblically correct. It's right there in the Bible. He brews. Not she.
Hebrews.
He brews.
Hebrews.
It means you have to make the coffee.
On the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean you'll make it during the week? So you'll wake up when I get up and make me coffee before I go?
He brews, not she brews. He brews.
Hmm. Your chest has no effect.
Get your own.
Get your own. Daggone it. I need some coffee.
Just so long as you have enough to make me a cup tomorrow. And then you can go to town and
get some more coffee and bring
Yeah.
it back. Maybe we should go to your office tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Take
Go
you
to
to
my
your
office.
cubicle.
Go to my office. Go to my cubicle.
Oh. Our garden's doing fairly decent. I think it is anyway. Angie's not real happy with it, but I'll tell you whose garden is booming, and that's Boo's.
Yes.
Her garden, her salsa garden it's doing wonderful.
Yep.
It really is. She's done a good job. She's
got to get her to shoot her update video. But yeah, her garden is doing really well.
Yeah, her pepper plants they're really getting up there too. Her tomato plants are big. Everything's looking good.
Yeah. Mine, not as happy with. So I got my tomato plants in and I overshot how many tomatoes I was going to need. And
Overshot.
What?
You overshot? Go ahead. Sorry then. I must have misunderstood you.
Well, you're sitting there making a face and talking smack, so go ahead and say what you got to say, mister.
14 billion tomato plants later. She goes, "Oh, I think I may have overplanted this year."
Okay. But let me finish, Mr. Mouth. So I get them planted and I have a lot left over and I'm like, oh crap, I really did overplant. So I'm thinking that I'm going to have to listen to his mouth the whole entire time.
Mm-hmm.
Then we get rain and more rain and more rain to the point where we're flooded. So the one whole side, this whole side of my garden was completely flooded to the point where I lost every tomato plant. So I was able to pull from the tomatoes that I overshot on and overplanted for. So I replanted all of those. And then those started coming up, but then the ground was so soaked and we have that clay soil. So when our groundwater is up, it legit has nowhere to go and it just kind of sits in that hole. So I had to go in there, basically dig up all these tomato plants and put more soil up underneath of it because you know how normally you bury your tomato plants a little bit deeper. I legit had to lift my tomato plants up because they were just sitting in water. It was so it was bad all the way through. And then my peppers, the other whole side flooded out, so I lost every single one of those peppers. This whole side is getting eaten up by aphids. I've got a apple tree that I don't even know what the problem is on it, but it's trying to keel over and die. And trying to think, one of my zucchinis didn't come up. Yeah, my garden has been a mess this year. And then on top of it, I haven't even really had a whole lot of time to be out in the garden because we're doing all the build and stuff. And then, we had blessing here, so that was taking up a lot of time trying to. I don't even know. It was like weeks of trying to keep her alive, and obviously that didn't work out very well.
No, the calf didn't work out very well.
So yeah, it has been a mess.
Yeah, so I think she's. What do you got? Like 100 tomato plants.
I don't even know what
like 80 pepper plants going.
I don't even know what I
and
got.
Before you ask me what kind of pepper plants we got, yes, that pretty much about covers it.
Well, the pepper plants was kind of the same way, but I didn't have as much room for the pepper plants. So, but last year I had problems because all that really basically, we had other peppers but poblanos took over my whole entire garden. And I wasn't going to have that happen again this year. So I overplanted on all of those. And wouldn't you know it, every single one of them come up. So then I had a billion peppers. And then he just decided one day that he was just going to plant all of them. So I legit have 2 full things, 2 full, the hugelkultur mounds, 2 full hugelkultur mounds of just peppers. He just planted peppers everywhere. So yeah, I don't even know what we're going to end up with this year, to be honest with you, because I just threw everything out there but the kitchen sink just because it was to the point of having to deal with blessing and the builds and everything else. It was like, I just got to get out whatever I can get out, and it is what it is. And then, so like Kenny had that back part where he had it all like tilled up and everything. Well, then we had, because that's back there where the pigs were. Well, then we had tomato volunteers were popping up, and I still had some leftover tomatoes. But it was so muddy. Like I legit sunk up to my ankles walking through there. And so everywhere I stepped, I just popped a tomato plant in there. So I've got rows of tomatoes out there too. So we're either going to do really, really well or we're going to really, really suck.
Yeah.
But yeah, garden's been rough this year.
It has been.
I've not been able to enjoy my garden like I did last year.
Give your leftover starts to the neighbor, huh, Lori? I understand. But yeah, there's been, I don't even know. I can't tell you. The pumpkins are growing. I don't have pumpkins on the vine yet, but the vines are growing. They're looking pretty good. So
I don't even really know. Probably I'll just do a garden tour, and then that way I'll have like video. Because I legit had it all planned out that, because like on this one side I've got 3 rows for tomatoes. So my thought was, I'll plant this kind of tomato here, this kind here, this kind here. But then when everything kept going in and out, this one was dying, that one was dying. So now I don't have the balanced rows anymore. Now there's this kind here, that kind there, that kind there. They're just all over the place. There's no rhyme or reason at all at this
She's
point.
been busy though. She really has. She's been taking care of everything here. So
Chad sabotaged your garden. That's it. And that's probably the only, because Boo's garden's going good. He left Boo's garden alone.
yeah,
And then just come in and was just like
messing
tinkering
with our
around.
garden. Left Boo's garden alone.
Yeah. I've become the worst gardener and homesteader on YouTube, or off for that matter.
No,
I don't know.
no,
I think I might have you beat.
no. I know the worst homesteader on YouTube.
Me.
Nope. I can't. I'm not gonna say their name, but no.
Okay.
No.
I thought you was gonna say me.
No. No.
And I'm a horrible YouTuber because I've done so much stuff that I'm in just such a hurry to do that I keep forgetting to video anything. And then it's like after I get it done and over with, it's like, oh, I should have taped that. But then I have other stuff that I did tape, but it's like from 3 weeks ago. So I mean, it isn't even any good at this point. So I don't want everybody thinking, I just now planted
your garden.
Yeah. So it's like, okay, well, that's wasted material. Yeah.
No. Carla's planted for 3 years. This is the first year to get fruit.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations.
I love that. I love when that happens. When you've tried so hard and nothing's ever worked and you finally get it, you're like, yes.
And it comes through.
Yeah.
But that's what's happened. Not enough chess videos from Kenny this year. Oh.
He was John. He's going to make sure he wins again this year.
Oh. Yeah. But yeah, that is awesome, Carla. Congratulations.
That's a big deal. That was us last year with corn.
Yeah, corn last year. That's the first year we ever grew corn. And
Well,
it came up. We've grown it, but it only got like 2 feet tall, tasseled out. And
well,
out,
one year we got corn that was like, it got to this big and it didn't even have any of the corn kernels on it.
Mm-mm.
Never seen that happen, but it wasn't even like baby corn. You know how like baby corn is this big, but it has like little tiny ears or little tiny nubs of corn. It didn't even have that. It was just like, I don't even know how to describe it, but it was bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, last year was our first time getting corn, so we were pretty excited.
It worked out well. It really did.
Yeah, you should be excited.
It's a good thing.
It's really always good when you can. That will be me if I can ever get brassicas to grow. I've tried it again. I just planted some cabbage. We'll see.
I think it'll grow. I think it'll do wonderful.
I was legit putting it in, and he was actually out there helping with that one.
Yeah.
And he was asking what it was, and I was like, well, it's cabbage. I mean, not that I have any high hopes for it. And he was giving me a hard time just because I was already complaining about it. But I can't grow cabbage and Brussels sprouts. They hate me.
They hate you.
They hate me. They refuse.
I don't think they hate you, but yeah. My back garden though, it's a mess. It's turning into a jungle already. I did tarp it. Put pumpkins on each side of the tarp so I can roll the tarp up in the middle so the ground will be clear. Now that part of the garden is going to look really nice. But the rest of it, nah.
Yeah, I still don't even have my beans in yet. And sunflowers, it's probably too late to even get the sunflowers started.
Yeah, we talked about that. We probably should roll that tarp back a little bit and put them sunflowers right there. That'd be all right. I think we should do that tomorrow in our spare time.
Isn't it supposed to rain again tomorrow?
I don't know.
Well, it rained today, so it's gonna be mud again.
Not where the tarp's at. It should.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Not where the tarp's at. It should be pretty good there.
My new gardener, if I get anything besides peppers to grow, it will be a miracle.
Nope, you'll get it all.
Yep, I'm gonna say every bit of it will come out.
Yeah.
I ain't eating my worms. Yeah, I'd have to be pretty hungry.
Yeah.
I think I'd rather use the worms to go catch fish or something.
Yeah.
And I'm not even a fish person.
Yeah.
Hey, Matt, how you doing?
Matt, how are you, buddy? But yeah, that garden not doing so well for me anyway. Her garden, you
Well, you can't
get
say
this
that it's not.
beautiful
You can't say that
oasis.
it's not doing well because everything in it's growing.
It just doesn't look very good.
Well, it doesn't matter how it looks.
But yeah, she got this. Her garden looks absolutely beautiful. And then I think people walk by and they go, "What is that back there? What happened back there?"
I'll take an ugly garden that produces over a pretty garden that don't.
Them volunteer tomatoes, though, I can't even believe it. I mean, some of them are huge.
That's right, Carla. We were all new once. You just got to keep going.
That's right.
And you know, for some of us, you're new every year because you're always learning something. Every year is different.
Oh, yeah.
Like this year's garden, you might as well say I'm new because compared to last year's garden, the problems that I'm having this year is completely different than what I had last year. So,
yeah.
Not only were we all new once, but every year it's learning. Every year something different, something new.
Take care, Robert. Thanks for coming in, buddy. But yeah, you do learn something new every year. It seems like to me, just like that, though. I mean, like last year, the corn was just shooting up. It was just doing.
Mm-hmm.
And this year, it's slow rolling this year.
Yeah, because I mean, you can't ever plan for what's going and the weather and everything else.
Yeah. I don't know. I think a gardener's learning every year, Deborah.
Yep. I always say, if you ain't learning, you ain't living.
Yeah. I think it's, I don't even know. I don't even know what to say about that. I think you're just learning every year.
And Lori's got it right. Here too, so wet this year and cold compared to most years. It's like growing in a whole new zone.
Mm.
That's exactly how I feel.
Yeah. Because, I mean, shoot, it wasn't even going to get over 50 degrees. I can't remember now. I mean, it seemed like it took forever for the nights to get over 50.
Yeah. And then when they did, we were soaked.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, we were legit sitting in water.
Yeah.
Completely waterlogged. And then I know there's like other areas where they're looking at droughts, trying to grow in a drought right now. Yeah. So it's been a crazy year. I think every time you say that though, it's like this year's been a crazy year. And then the next year comes along and it's completely the other way. So it's like
now I'm sitting there really thinking that maybe last year we said that too. It's been a crazy year.
Well, last year we had that random snow in May. So
that's right. And it jacked with our trees.
Yeah, we were having to hurry up and get everything covered because, I mean, we were supposed to be done and over. So everybody already planted. And then we had that random snow. And it was just like, okay. We're still not having nights over 40. We're getting in the 40s this week. Oh, goodness.
That's 10 degrees away from snow, Lori.
Yeah. That's too cold.
Make sure you check turning lights off in there.
Check the greenhouses.
Yeah, we do have
got a lot growing on too.
He does. He sends me random pictures of his.
Oh, I know.
100-pound tomato harvest.
He come in the other day and he was like, "Look," and he's showing me a picture. Danny sent him a picture of just bucket loads of tomatoes, and I was just like, "Oh, good grief! I can't." I mean, like some of my tomato plants are seriously this tall.
Yeah.
And he's already throwing this huge harvest up of just raking them in.
Look what I got.
Yeah.
Look how many pounds I gathered today.
He's like poking with a stick.
I don't remember when it was now. March, he's picking strawberries.
Wow, very cool. I also think I planted late. We had to plant late. I mean, we absolutely had no choice. It was just if we'd have put out any earlier, we'd have lost everything.
Oh yeah,
because we were still getting like freezes and stuff. Like I don't think even covering them up, because I mean some of our days weren't even getting up there. So yeah,
oh yeah.
it's been crazy.
Our night temps are 87. Oh.
Q's having the same problem we had. Been raining and raining and raining. And rain doesn't do me well because I am solar powered. So having days upon days upon days of rain, it's like, and then by the time the rain is over, it's mud out there. So you can't really do anything. Not been fun.
I think Matt's saying high desert is a total different duck. I'll bet that is. I'll bet that is tough out there, Matt. Usually,
We probably ought to change the subject because I feel like I'm being a big whiner. But then again, it's. I told you I'm solar powered, so I get all whiny when it's been raining.
Yeah, it's like 61 and cloudy today.
Yeah.
So
I got my winter wine on, and it's not even winter; it's middle of June.
You bring the heat lamp in,
and
put
I'm
on you.
I'm middle of June, and I'm wearing a sweatshirt.
I can't. I mean, I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. But Angie has been busy out there. She has been doing a lot. I mean, everything. So tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow.
We got a lot of fun stuff coming up, though.
Yeah, a lot of enjoyable stuff. Fun builds.
Fun builds.
Fun
It'll
builds.
be neat. It'll be neat to have. It'll be neat to have everything set, because it's like for years we like made do with, like fencing, and made do with like what sheds we had, made do with this, made do with, so it's kind of nice that we're actually like actual setup for infrastructure and fencing and getting like, because I mean, if you've watched our channel, my chicken coop is, I mean, it looks like an outhouse, which is how I designed it. But now my chickens are outgrowing it. So I need to expand. So I'm looking forward to that because I feel like I get to do everything. You know how you've just done it for so many times and you've made do so much, and then you finally get to the point where you're like, okay, I'm not going to make this mistake, not going to make that mistake. I feel like we've made so many mistakes throughout the years that I'm hoping this time we finally have everything actually figured out and we'll actually be able to do it and get exactly what I want. I'm hoping. But yeah, we've got a lot of stuff coming up that I'm really excited. And the grain bin thing, I'm really excited about that. So when we get that up, it'll be really fun. To my brothers. Not really indoors. It just started from seed and starter pots and had them outside.
Oh, get something to drink. Ooh. That grain bin thing will be fun to build.
Yeah.
That'd be a fun setup.
Planning on putting that in the backyard, and then I'll have plenty of room for activities.
Plenty of room for activities.
That's what Boo would always say whenever I would like Kenny would clean up an area in his garage or whatever, and there'd be like a big open space, and Boo would go in there and she'd be like, "Oh, look, there's plenty of room for activities."
Yeah. All the time.
So it's kind of stuck. Now we say it all the time. Anytime there's room for something, it's like, oh, there's plenty of room for activities.
Yep. She's been on me here lately. She wants to go out and work in the garage and fix stuff. And so she's been helping me a little bit. She slacked on her farming duties, though, I think,
Yeah.
to work in the garage.
Yeah. You're trying. I'm still trying to get her homesteading. You're trying to get her mechanicking.
Yeah.
And you're winning.
I am winning this week.
That's a good question. How did someone ever come up with the concept of salad? I can never get lettuce and tomatoes to grow at the same time. That is a good question. Because my lettuce, if my lettuce is growing at the same time as my tomatoes, it's sad looking. Like sad. I don't know though. This year, the way the weather's going, we might actually be able to grow salad with tomatoes.
Might be able to. Yeah, the green bin project, Matt, I'm looking forward to it. It will be fun. I have not been on YouTube very much at all. And I have not checked. I've seen this greenhouse project. I have not seen the update on it, but I do like it. It looks pretty cool. I haven't seen it yet, though. I haven't watched it. We haven't had time. We have been just slammed.
Well, not only that, but we only have internet like 50% of the time if we're lucky. Like, I called and was complaining to the company that we have our internet through, and it's just like, why am I paying for something that I don't even get 50% of the time? And they were supposed to, like, this all happened like the end of last year or whatever, or beginning of this year, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And they said that they were going to come out and have it done by spring. Well, here it is spring, and then we get tornado. We've had 2 tornadoes and 3 the wind things.
Straight line winds.
3 straight line wind storms here. Like, not just in the area, here.
Yeah.
So it's like, with tornadoes everywhere and straight line winds and this getting blown over and not getting blown over, they legit are so far behind just trying to get people to where they even have any. So it's like, I mean, I can complain about not having it, but in the area and under the circumstances, I mean, at least we've got it 50% of the time, because some people aren't having it at all. So yeah. Trans World Network internet available in Europe. No. We legit have one company that we can go through, or you have to go through your cell phone. And then.
Yeah, the one rural company, they bring you out a roll of aluminum foil, a coat hanger, and a piece of duct tape, and say, try that and see if that works.
That's about it.
Is that about right?
That's about right.
That's right.
And if you want really good signal, stand on your left foot, raise your right hand, and stick your tongue out to the left side.
Yep. And they'll throw in one more coat hanger for an extra $50.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's only one provider. And I take that back. There is more providers. You can get them out here, but it's like, if you use so many megabytes, if you use so many, then it costs you more, and you can run out. You're only limited. So
yeah, they call it unlimited, but it's not unlimited.
No.
It's unlimited up to this many gigabytes or megabytes or some of those bytes. I don't even know what that is.
Yep.
Like HughesNet. I think HughesNet is available.
Yeah, that's one of them.
Like any of the satellite dish company things, I think you can get any of those. But you also have to pay for like the satellite dish on top of the internet. So
yeah, and you only get so much.
Yeah. And then
like and then you're just done.
Or you got to pay a lot more.
Yeah. Crazy lots more. Yeah, tomorrow hopefully I can get in there and do my share.
Yeah. Do your share of what?
Some of the stuff around here, you've been doing it all. You're doing everything.
It depends on I don't even know what the weather's going to be tomorrow. I quit looking. I don't even know.
Yeah, it's pretty bad when you wake up and you plan on rain because you just think it's going to.
Yeah. So we were done talking about that.
We are.
Well, why do you keep bringing it up? You just like hear me whine, don't you? He just wants to hear me whine.
Yeah. Everybody kept asking me earlier about rabbits. I've been asked, I bet 3 times today about rabbits. Yeah.
Everybody wants to see me get rabbits.
I know they want you to see you get rabbits, but I do not see that in the plan.
I see it in my future.
Oh, yeah. But I don't know when. Maybe one day.
My near future.
Mm-hmm.
You're nodding your head. To me, that is permission given. You start nodding your head. That means yes, you can. Robert, all right, I'm driving now. Y'all need don't be too loud or say things that'll make me pull over and stop the car. That kind of scares me because it instantly takes me back to don't make me stop this car.
My parents never stopped the car, man. It was just they'd keep on driving, and that arm would come up over the back seat, whack.
See, we had a big old LTD, so we were, we had that big long back seat.
Mm-hmm.
They'd reach up to do the big swack. I was smart. I was the oldest, so I just threw my brother in front of me, and
good job.
I could duck behind him, so he got twice the whacks.
Yeah, I don't know. We had a big car like that too, but it didn't matter. My mom had to reach up. She had to arch her back, come all the way back in the back seat, still hold on the steering wheel and crack it right upside the head.
Yeesh. Well, then you clearly don't know what you're doing because you don't sit close enough.
She was older, but she was pretty nimble. She gets you.
You needed a bigger car. We lost her. Yep. We had to. She did not
pull through the last one.
No. I got her through the scours, and then we had days of rain. She had just gotten over the scours, so she wasn't like completely up to par, and then ended up with a respiratory virus. Got her through that.
Yep.
And then this last round, we don't even know what was wrong or what happened. Her temperature went back up. She went down, wasn't getting back up, and we tried everything that we possibly could. The vet called in another prescription. We had to go over there. Well, didn't call it in. We had to go over there and pick up another prescription and tried that. And pretty much they gave us the shot, and within 20 minutes, she was gone.
Yep.
So it was, and the only thing we've gone back and forth, and then we've talked to the vet and everything, and it pretty much just sounds like she was sick or diseased from the beginning.
Yep.
And they said it could have been from not getting enough colostrum when she was first born, that her immune system wasn't as strong. But you can get calves through that so long as they have some. You can get them through it. They may not necessarily be the healthiest, so that might have been part of it. But and then we had told you guys about her being shipped from a dairy farm from New York to Indiana. So they said that it could have been shipping sickness. And then they said that basically she could have just come wherever they don't think the farm that she came from was sick, but the farm that she went to could have just been a diseased farm. And they said that started with a C. I don't remember what it was. Could have had whatever that was, and basically it was just disease from the start. So
Yeah.
there really wasn't much we could do. And then, yeah, it was just a whole big old mess. But
It was a mess, but you know, I don't know what to say about it.
but I did learn a lot. I mean, like I learned a lot
Yes.
having her, and she was like the sweetest little cow. I mean, I would go out there to feed her, and I'd be brushing her, and as I was brushing her, she's like, well, if you're going to clean me, I'll clean you. And she'd just start licking on me. And, if I sat down to like give her medicine and stuff like that, she'd just put her head down and she'd just like want to nuzzle up, and she'd just want to like cuddle up. So she was legit like the sweetest little cow. So, but we did find out that a lot of her litter, I don't know, they're not litter mates because it's not all from the same litter.
Mm-mm.
Anyway, the original guy, the guy that we got her from, he had no clue that how sick she was, but the guy that he got, how do I want to say that? John, the guy that we got her from, he was doing everything that he possibly could, and he didn't know any more than we did. It was his first time.
Yes.
And so he needed to get rid of her because he bought her before his fiance had found out about it. So it was kind of one of those, oh, I'm in trouble kind of things.
Yeah, can you hurry up and come get this cow because I'm sleeping in the doghouse. Is pretty much the way he explained it to us.
Because he kind of pulled he pulled a me. He went out and got an animal and then was like, guess what, honey? But his honey wasn't as forgiving as mine. So but the guy that he got him from, that guy had put a thing on Craigslist, and well, I don't know. There was another guy that put his name on Craigslist and said, do not buy from this guy. That he has cows that get sick
and don't get better
and never recover.
Yep.
And then we found out that there was another guy that bought from that guy. He had bought 5 cows, and 2 of his friends had bought 2 cows, and all of them died within 2 weeks. So
yeah,
the fact that John was able to have her up to 10 days old, and then we had her for a few weeks, shows that, I mean, between John and us, she actually did a lot better than what some of the other people did from
the original guy.
Yeah. So,
hello, John from Willow Grove. What's up, buddy?
But there is, I'm not going to lie, there is part of me, I've got the guy's number now. There is part of me that wants to have a meeting with that feller. But I know me well enough to know that one wrong word, it would be, I'd be in trouble. So I feel like, yeah, that's exactly what it was, Carla. Like every single one of them. Hey, John, how you doing? But yeah, that's what they're saying. Pretty much is the whole lot was sick. So, yeah. But I think we got her further along than what most of them did, from what I'm understanding, because the one guy we seen on Craigslist, his died within like 2 weeks, and then the others pretty much were the same way. So
yes. So
the fact that we got her when she was 12 days old and we had her for a few weeks, she did better than some of the other ones. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah, John, while you're in here, I wanted to let you know, Angie and I went down to the river and we started to go down there and go fishing. And we saw 2 bobbers down there. And we pulled them up out of the water, and one said, will it grow? And the other one said, cosmic cultivators on it. So we called Donnie, your wife, and told her that, asked if you were there. we found a couple of your bobbers that floated all the way over here to Indiana. And she said you guys were out buying new bobbers. We've already mailed them back to you. So that's 2 less you got to buy. Just gonna let you know. They're on their way. Your lost bobbers have been found. So you can go fishing now.
You want to have a good laugh. Well, yeah, who doesn't want to laugh?
Everybody wants a good laugh.
Honey, Kenny, keep it up.
No. Well, 9:01. Time for us to sign off.
No, we're a minute over.
We're a minute over. We appreciate everybody coming in, checking in, listen to us.
Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Nancy pulled an Angie today.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
What did Nancy do?
I mean, you got to narrow it down. When you say you
Did
pulled
she
an
bring home a
Angie,
cow? Couple pigs?
yeah, pulled an Angie that can mean a lot of things.
I came home before and say, hey, I went to the animal auction today and I brought home 40 chickens.
I made money on that.
Yeah. Well, we got to hear what Matt the Scrap Whisperer, what Nancy did today before we get off here.
I had a minor medical procedure this morning.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's not funny.
Everything's okay.
Well, he's saying that she pulled an Angie. So it's hard telling what she's done then.
What did she do?
Look, John's wearing the same shirt.
Yep.
Aw.
Oh.
I was under.
What?
Well, I was under the anesthesia. She snuck off to an estate sale and bought a truckload of plants. Yes! That is definitely an Angie.
Yeah. Why you were under the knife, hubby?
Well, I mean, it's not like she could be in there.
Well, that's true.
So
She might as well make herself useful,
yeah.
right?
I'm sure it's just like right around the corner. And they had her phone. I mean,
They got her number?
Yeah, if anything would have happened. Yeah. And he said it was minor. Not like it was a major surgery. It was
That's
a minor
right.
thing. So
I had to unload them when I'm still half woozy. That's awesome. Did you videotape that? Because that would make a good video.
Yeah, we Boo had to get some teeth pulled, and so I needed to keep her kind of not knowing. So basically I had to trick her into going, and we got there a little too early, and I was just like, what am I gonna do? So there was like legit there was a store and they had their plants out front, and I was like, oh yeah, well, I wanted to run over here and see if they had any stevia, because we were just out in the garden the day before, and I was asking her if any of the stevia had popped up. So she knew we didn't have any, so I figured that I would be able to say I was looking for stevia, which we all know you're not going to find that in a store, but she didn't know. And I was like, we'll go looking for that, it won't be there, and then we can leave. We go there to look for that, and she sees a blueberry plant, and she's like, oh, my sister likes blueberries. I need to get this so she can have blueberries. And I was like, okay. I mean, they were 50% off, so I was like, okay. Well, then she saw the blackberries, and then she was like, well, that's what I used to eat when I was little, like my sissy, so I need those. And then being she had blackberries, she had to have raspberries. So we ended up leaving. I went there for stevia that I knew wasn't going to be able to get. So I wasn't going to spend any money, and ended up walking out with a blueberry, a raspberry, and a blackberry plant. So yeah, I would say Boo pulled an Angie on me.
Yeah.
I got tricked.
You got.
I got.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. It happens.
Okay. Well, we probably really do need to get off here. So
We do appreciate everybody coming in. Thank you very much for hanging out with us. Everybody stay safe and God bless.